All right, hi everybody. We're in the old headset here, but we're doing the Spinato spin. We're doing it whenever we can. But I'll tell you what we'll talk about today, and I think it's something that we can all use right now is maybe expanding our vision. How do you expand your vision? How do you see better things happening for yourself down the road? Better things happening to yourself right now? Well, you got to expand your vision. And how do you do that? You wind up seeing things in a different way. So wind up thinking about things in a different way. You keep yourself as confident as you can. That's part of it. But the other part of it really is keeping a great positive attitude. Nothing really ever gets better until, as they say, you get better. You look at a problem from one standpoint. You ever notice that? You're out there, you're working on something, and you just can't figure it out. But then all of a sudden, you go back to it with a different mindset. You can figure it out. It's the same thing on how to look at yourself from a standpoint of how can I get better? How can things get better? And then when they do get better, why do I want them to get better? What's my reasons for doing that? Now, if you think about a great point that I heard from Napoleon Hill, it really does come down to whatever you can conceive and believe you can achieve. In other words, if you've never really understood so much about how much power your imagination has, you have an imaginative thought, a creative thought, and then you believe it can actually happen, that means you can do it. You have received the blessing, if you will, from God that it can be done. It's that belief. They talk about that whenever you believe in something or you have faith in God. The whole idea is that you have the faith that it had already happened, and then all of a sudden you shall have it. They said, Lazarus was raised from the dead once Jesus acknowledged that his father had heard him. And then he acted on it, and then lo and behold, it occurred. But that's what I'm saying about your vision. You got to understand there's tremendous power within you, tremendous strength, and you got to be able to access that. Helen Keller said something real simple, real smart. They said, geez, being blind, what's worse than being blind? And Helen Keller said, well, how about having sight but no vision? Let me get a drink of water before I get washed away here. Let's just check this out here. But I'll tell you what, when you think about those type of thoughts, and you think along those lines, good things are going to happen for you. And the other thing that a lot of people don't take the time to do is they don't take the time to really see something great happening with them. In other words, they don't see themselves involved in something amazing. That's what the concept is. You got to see yourself involved in a great event. You got to act like you can actually do something amazing. They say act it before you do it. Always envision good things happening for you. That's what's going to keep you along the lines of expanding your vision. Another thing too is you can't expand your own vision. You can't expand. You have to get around people that do have a bigger vision of what can happen from you. How often have you been around people saying, I see something really good that you can do here? I see a great opportunity. Those are the people you want to hang around. Those are the people you want to be spending more time with. Those are the people that you want to listen to. The people that believe in you. But by the same token, you got to believe in them. You got to see something really good that they can do. You got to see them as being a successful individual. Always encourage people to be the best they can be. One of the best compliments I ever heard was that someone saying to you, when I'm around you, I feel better about myself. Man, that's one of the nicest things. That's one of the nicest compliments you can ever get because that means you're showing what you feel for that person. You understand what that person might be going through. Always remember this too, the individual and even as a group but it's the individual that can relate to the most people on their level is the one who succeeds. That means you're flexible enough to go along with the person, and that person realizes that you're on the same page. You understand where they're coming from. I'm always impressed by the Tom Hopkins method of overcoming an objection. Real simple: feel, felt, found. That's the three steps. I understand how you feel. I felt the same way, but here's what I found out. That's the core of it. And if people can understand and feel that you really understand how they feel, and you understand, what they're really, really feeling and felt at that point in time when they went through the same type of thing you did, then they understand, okay, well, how's the story end? I found this out, and I found out that it works. Everyone wants to hear a story. Stories bind us. Always work on a story for yourself. Always work on a way to sell yourself on you. And that's really how you expand your vision. How can I make things better for myself, but at the same time, enriching others, making their lives better? They always say, well, these people make a lot of money and this and that. Well, they only make the money because they serve a lot of people. They give them enough. They give enough, a little bit, but it helps a lot of people. That's basically how powerful the concept is of serving people. And it's always going to come down to service. It always comes down to how much service you give before you ever get anything back. That's why they always say life should be, and a successful life really is, a personal development project or program with a high compensation package at the back end. Once you learn all your lessons and understand life and understand how you can be the best you can be, that's when you get the reward. That's when you get the payoff. I'm pretty much done. I think we covered a lot of ground tonight. And I do hope you guys have a great week and catch the Spinato spins. We're up there on YouTube. And it's great to talk to you, and we'll catch you next time.